Hello everyone, my name's George, welcome to Swagger and Swoon. We're going to talk a little bit about velvet dinner jackets or tuxedo jackets. It's a question we get asked quite a lot. Basically, the difference between a velvet dinner jacket or a velvet tuxedo jacket, it depends on whether you're sort of coming from the American or the English. They're basically the same thing. What you're looking for is a really formal sort of nice fabric on the outside, but then with a black satin collar. Now this can be a shawl collar like this one here, is a really sort of sleek and timeless look, or it can be one with a peak on, which are the ones where it sort of peaks up here like this. Try and avoid anything with a notch out of it, which you might see on many other styles of suits. This tends to be a bit more workwear and isn't really appropriate when you're looking for a slightly more formal dinner jacket. So this velvet one here, as you can see, is a really lovely wine colour. And it has got that classic satin lapel in there. When thinking about what to style this with, keep things really simple on the outside because you don't want to sort of lose the statement of your nice velvet jacket. Stick with a really classic black trouser and black shoes, either patent leather or something like a velvet loafer could be a really nice option as well. And then we've stuck with a white pocket square as well. This is a linen one, a really classic sort of black tie or white tie choice there. And you can't go wrong with that there. Again, classic crisp white shirt. That's a really staple one for this sort of an outfit. You can go for the dress shirt, so ones with pleats down the front or Marcella fronts, things like that. That's totally up to you. Or stick with sort of a crisp cotton white shirt like so. There is a little bit of a question about whether coloured velvet blazers like this are really appropriate for black tie. And the answer is it essentially depends on the formality of the event that you're going to. Now this can be a really hard one to gauge. If the invite says something like black tie optional, or you know it's for a very specific event or you know, that sort of thing. Something a little bit more casual, a little bit more sort of personal, can be really nice. If it's a more formal event, so tending towards the more formal of the black tie, I'd stick to something, probably a black suit, a black tuxedo or a black velvet jacket, just in case you don't want to be standing out too much for the wrong reasons. But some of the gala events, some of the things like that, something like this wine one can be a really, really nice option to go with. And then not forgetting as well the black tie up here, the black bow tie. So we've gone with our silk paisley diamond point bow. You can obviously go for the standard one. We would really recommend staying with the self-tie ones. We've got a few videos on how to tie those. They're not too difficult, they're just a little bit fiddly. But we do have pre-tied ones available as well, if that's, you know, just a bit easier for you. But stick with something really sort of simple. Again, I'd say black for most events. Obviously white tie, you'd have to go for something a little bit different. But then if you were going for a white tie event, this sort of blazer probably wouldn't be the one to go for. So that's just a few things to think about, particularly, you know, coming up with lots of the events and things over Christmas and New Year, the parties and things like that. So can you wear a velvet blazer? We think yes, particularly one of these really nice coloured ones. There's just a few things to think about to make sure that you're not standing out for the wrong reasons.